What's up guys, and welcome to another Pokemon, speculation video. Now that we know that they're gonna showcase next week actually footage from the possible new game, we are going to make a speculation video. Like, I've been really holding off on this one because I really feel that this is way too early, but this is a thing that they showcase on the new Pokemon movie that I feel that I hope that it's not a big deal or it's not gonna be showcased, but at the same time, when I did see it, I felt that it looked weird enough to kind of highlight. And you know, we're gonna talk about Magina somewhat and what it could possibly mean. But the things that gonna bother me the most is actually, or bother me is kind of on a fair point, but definitely this is something that I didn't see anybody catch up on this, and I really hope that this is just a niche for the movie and not future event. But we have the stones to worry about, and what I mean about the stones is something we're going to showcase for very soon. But before going into it, of course, going to talk about Magina. So what we can tell about Magina is, of course, that it's man-made, obviously. And there is just about the size of things here. People are speculating whether or not, of course, if it is a possible man-made Diancie, if that might represent the first evolution, or not evolution, yes, the evolution of course, a Pokeball. And they are very speculative and really can't go into more detail until the movie actually release. But we get a picture here, of course, about the head, you know, how they function. It seems to be a robotic head, basically attached to the Pokemon in mind. And yeah, I mean, this feels like some clothing, and of course something like a beam-like thing is coming out of it. Like a kind of a pistol or something like that. We can't really say what that is. If that's the Pokeball or the body flexing out or something like a cape. And here we see the complete body, and then the body will spark with a very high frequent pink light. And I really thought at first, or once I saw this, that this looked very familiar, and it kind of does. Doesn't it look like the primal version, you know, before they evolved? I got that hint. Plus, of course, the kind of sparkling there doesn't really help. We can't really make an assumption here, but getting the primal reversion, and that's, if something, then that's what I'm getting out of it, and that's really all I can say about Magina. That's really all I can say. Now to the more interesting part, and something I think is going to come to fruition in actually Sun and Moon. When this villain is showcased, he's showcased with something very unique. And that is a staff or a scepter, and that scepter he has a gem. And not only that, but of course this villain's scepter, the head of that scepter is formed like the Mega Stone. And that's something that really took a toll on me, like, what? Why would it be formed like that? And I feel that that's worth talking about a little bit, to be completely honest and frank here. Because the scene afterwards, they will showcase him actually Mega Evolving two Pokemon at the same time. Of course, we get an emblem on him, of course, being of a darker pattern, of course, the Mega Stone. But he Mega Evolves two Pokemon at the same time. And I feel that that's a big deal. I actually do. Not because of the movie plotline or anything like that, but mostly it has to do with his staff. He has a gem attached to that, which we have to assume is something to do with the plot, or that's powering the scepter to make him able to Mega Evolve two Pokemons. And the reason that's a big deal is because we are always been restricted to one Mega Evolution. I think, hope and theorize that in the next installment, being of course Sun and Moon, and I really think we are gonna get the access to Mega Evolve 2 Pokemon at the same time in battles. I really hope I'm wrong about this, but there would be no reason for them of showcasing, of course, this function, not because out of a sheer villainy function, I guess I could say. But I am a firm believer that that is exactly what's gonna happen. And of course, I don't have too much to go on because we really just have a trailer from a movie, which I probably won't even look at. I only watched the first one. Haven't watched the other 18 movies now. What the hell? Anyway, stay on topic. But the reason I take this up is because, of course, of the Japanese logo from the Sun and Moon. And like I said, there's sheer amount of speculations here, and I can only take so much out of that. But those logos actually have some kind of emblem here, which I feel are maybe not as close to as I was hoping for, but at least they're showcasing gems, which they have to have something with the game. They really do. We always miss out on stuff, and I feel that if we're missing out on something, that must be it. So yeah, enhancing the picture really made it pixelate, but as you guys can see, I have actually given a circle around those gems on this Japanese logo. So like I said, they're not really looking all the same, but if I had to take a small assumption, that has to be it. Because they usually have some of their logos that implement some function of the game, and it's kind of hard to get what that means, but one can only hope, since this is the last movie before the game actually releases, that this is as close as we get. And here is a picture, of course, of the scepter more inviolable, and yeah, like I said, the gems aren't really looking all that much similar, but if I had to make a good guess, I say they are close enough. And I really hope that this is what they're gonna showcase. And yeah, outside of that, if that were to happen, I guess I could juggle a bit what that would mean for the for the future of course, Pokemon. Because as of right now, of course, we have the primary versions and the Mega Rayquaza, so we already have a situation where we can have 2 Mega Evolution at once. Or even 3 actually in our autonomy. Primal Kyogre, Primal Groudon, and then a Mega Evolution. It's something that I feel that they wouldn't have made that transaction if they weren't for they actually wanted to enhance upon the Mega Evolution. So getting 2 out of the way would be outright terrifying. It would definitely mean something new for leagues and meta to stats, but I don't really want to go into too much speculation there because, like I said, it is unconfirmed, and most likely, or rather, I hope I'm wrong about this, I really do, but at the same time, there will be so few reasons for them to introduce, of course, the legendaries in, of course, VGCs, if this were not the tradition in the next generation, and I think it has a high possibility of happening. Like I said, the scepter part is something that it felt out of place at the same time that, you know, what the hell not? I mean, they have one movie to showcase feature of course, the possible changes when it comes to Sun and Moon, and this is probably as close as we get. There is not a whole lot more to showcase. We're going to get the gameplay next week here, and hopefully that showcase either new starters, which I really hope for, but also what they have in store, what is the big deal with this game, or they just save it. But I'm really believing that they are hinting at something at this movie, and I should probably see it. Maybe. I mean, it releases after E3, and I do believe E3 is the biggest news feed when it comes to Pokemon here. But at the same time, if something were to be showcased here in a movie, that would probably be the thing. So that's what I'm going with. And if that were to happen, a lot of changes gonna be made. Now, 2 Mega Evolution would actually stir up a lot of things in the meta. Mostly because they are already extremely powerful beasts, so they would definitely be able to outmatch a lot of mons. They are extremely powerful. There are situations they can be juggled with. And having 2 Mega Evolution might just be enough to deal with legendaries. So, I mean, they are stat-wise on par with their situational, of course, Pokemons. But like I said, it is still a speculation. The theory is that they are showcasing this gem, this Mega Evolution staff, basically with, of course, a gem attached to it, to showcase that he is able to Mega Evolve 2 Pokemon at once. And I think with that in mind, that it's very likely that something like that will happen in the next generation. And if so, we're gonna have a lot of adjustment to go for. So anyway, that's the video, guys. I'm of course gonna patch this to Kelly, who actually suggested it, actually trying to explain this kind of thing. I mean, I only threw it out a few days back, and like I said, it didn't really bother me because I really don't know if I'm right or not. But if I have to make a speculation video, I probably want to say I did it first. And if this is not what's gonna happen in next generation, I'm actually kinda glad, because like I said, it's outright horrendous thinking something like that could happen, because it would, like I said, really stir up a lot of things. So anyway, guys, what do you think about this speculation? Is this something that you guys could kinda get behind? Does it make sense? Or do you think I'm blowing it out of proportion? I am actually fine either way. I really just want to hear what you guys think. So thank you, of course, as always, so much for watching this video. And if you want to see more theory videos like this, I will actually make sure to do a few of these. I have a few theories in mind, mostly of location based. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more, of course, this kind of content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And I see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.